So Jack is up on the water, and some of his favorite tricks to perform are big air tricks. So hopefully we're going to see some huge air from Jack. His drink of choice is Game Fuel, and his favorite brand is Malibu. And he is going into 3rd grade this year. He loves hockey, and this is also his first wakeboard tournament. So we
All right, if you look to your right, upriver, we've got Jack coming into the course. Looks like he's hanging out in between the wakes there, carving around a bit. Strong riding position. Give him a big cheer as he goes by. He's just working on those edges back and forth in between the wakes.
inside the wakes, hopping around, doing some bunny hops, which is all good. As many tricks as you can get in during that novice set is what you want to do to get points. Nice bunny hop from Jack. Jack is almost done with his second run pass, and then he'll be coming around for his 3rd and final pass for his wild card. Coming for his last run, and he is carving around inside the wake again. Maybe he'll cut outside the wake for his last trick. And he did it. Awesome job, Jack. Okay, Garrison is up on the water, and he rides a Hyperlight Sean Murray's board, which that's a great board. It gets lots of good edge control and pop, and you can maybe order one for the next year for 2021. Okay, Garrison is coming around for his first pass. He's cutting out on his heels and coming in on his heels again for a big heel side wake-to-wake jump. He's cutting in on his toes for a massive one-wake toe side 180. He just touched the water and waved to the ladies over here. He's coming in again heel side for a huge wake-to-wake air. And he just cleared the wake, toe side wake to wake, and another big heel side air jump. He might have moved up to intermediate with this awesome run. Another one wake toe side 180 from Garrison, and that concludes. And it looks like he's cutting in hard on his heels for a big wake-to-wake jump. Landed out in the flats. And another huge toe side, almost wake-to-wake 180. He just did a 180 out in the flats, and he's coming back in for a huge tail grab. And he did some spray, and now another toe side 180. He is throwing down today with another big heel side air, landing out in the flats again. So now he's going to be cutting in on his heels again for a big wake-to-wake jump. I think we're going to see a wake-to-wake 180 for his wild card today. Garrison's favorite rec. So Garrison is cutting around in the wake. It looks like he's going to be doing the trick right by us, so we'll get to see firsthand what he's going to do. And he is cutting in really hard for a big 360 wake to wake. Great run, Garrison. Nathan is coming in for his first pass, and he's cutting around on his toes. He's going to be coming in on his heels for a big one wake air. Now he's doing some bunny hops outside the wake, and he's cutting in on his toes for a nice toe side one wake 180. Now he's coming in on his toes again for a switch toe side one wake 180. Now he's coming in for a nice toe side one wake jump. He is almost making it wake to wake. He just did another big heel side one wake air. And another toe side one wake jump, and then he'll be whipping. Nathan is coming around for the second pass. He just did. It looks like a wake to wake heel side jump. He might be going faster this time. And now another big toe side one wake jump with an indie grab, which is sometimes hard to do on your toes because it is a little bit awkward. He just did a huge almost wake to wake jump with a melon grab, and now he's did a nice ollie 180 out in the flats, and he's coming in switch for a big half cab 180, and he sticks the landing. He'll be coming in shortly for another huge wake to wake almost heel side jump. He's cutting in back in on his toes for another big toe side one wake indie grab. And he did sneak in another heel side indie. Nathan is coming back for his wild card, and he's cutting in hard on his heels for a big grabbed one wake 180, and now he's going back over to the dock. Good job, Nathan. Solid run.
Let's go down and Logan comes up. We'll get him spun around and back into the course. Some things we'll see from Logan will be surface 180s, some wake to wakes, maybe a toe side wake to wake, and then a few different grabs. All right, if you look upriver to your right, we'll see that Moomba Cayenne coming in with Logan following him. Looks like he's going to start out with a little heel side one wake melon grab, taking that front hand off, grabbing the middle of the back of the board. Back in on his heel side edge. Looks like he's going to go for a wake to wake, taking off from one side of the wake, landing on the downside of that other side. He's going to mix in a toe side indie grab, just a one wake air. Back in on his heel sides for a one wake fashion air. Showing off. Looks like he'll have time for a couple more. We'll see him back in on his heels for a nice clean wake to wake. One wake jump before the end of his first pass. All right, if we take a look to your left, we'll see Logan coming back in the course, hard on his heel side. Looks like he did one wake heel side 180. Back over on his switch heel sides for a half cab one wake 180, taking off switch, landing regular. Looks like he'll go back out on his regular stance, coming in toe side, front side 180 one wake. Now he's on his switch heels. Looks like he's coming in switch toe side one wake 180. Clicking all the boxes for front side 180s. You might have time for one more before heading out of the course. It's going to be a nice one wake indie grab. So that. All right, let's make some noise. Logan's coming in for his last and final wild card trick. He's stood up a full pull till now. Let's see if it's that wake to wake 180. It is. Oh, just sliding out on his butt. He's all right. Couldn't put that one down. Just landed a little in the back seat, but an awesome run from Logan. Set up, getting that rope tight on the Moomba so he can start his run. He is 6 years old from Appleton. Normally rides behind a Malibu ski boat.
Or is that Sawyer? Oh, wait, yo.
His favorite trick is waving to chicks. Gotta say, that's one of my favorites too. Favorite drink, red Gatorade. He'll be starting first grade in the fall, and this is his first wakeboard tournament. All right, we've got Maverick in the course. If you look on the upriver side, looks like he's outside the wakes, cutting out on his heels, showing off that he's comfortable outside the wake. Waving to the chicks in the crowd. Whoa! All right, see Maverick coming back into the course. Outside the wake of his heel side edge. Big wake cross behind that Moomba Cayenne. All right, give him a big wave on his way by, and he might just wave back at you. Cutting out real far on his toe side edge. Back inside the middle of the wakes. Looks like that'll do it for Maverick's run. We'll get him spun around and get him a wild card trick. All right, throttles go down, and we've got Sawyer up on the water behind that Moomba. All right, we've got Sawyer coming in, crossing the wake on his toe side edge. Cutting out on his toes. Nice strong body position, back in on his heels. Looks like he'll get a nice solid one wake jump. Giving the crowd a wave. Strong cut out onto his heels. Back in for a toe side one wake jump. Sawyer, he's got a strong heel side edge all the way out. Back in on his toe side for a nice toe side one-way jump, hanging onto it. Giving the crowd a wave on his way by. All right, let's see what he has back in on his heel side edge for a nice heel side one-way jump. One more time on his toes for a toe side one wake jump. And that's going to do it for Sawyer's first and second pass. All right, we've got Sawyer coming in for his wild card trick. Looks like he got it out of the way early with a nice big heel side one wake jump. He's going to whip into shore.
Up on the water now is Jake Hobbs, and he is from Wisconsin Rapids. He is 13 years old and uses a hyperlight board. So Jake is cutting out on his toes. He's doing some nice bunny hops, and now he's coming in on his heels. He did a nice one wake air. He's going to be cutting in back in on his heels again for a huge wake to wake jump. Good job, Jake. Now he's doing some bunny hops and cutting in on his toes. He is crossing both wakes, which is a good thing to do now. And now he's cutting in on his heels again for a massive wake to wake jump with a grab. Jake is coming around for his second pass. He's doing some bunny hops outside the wake. And he'll be cutting in on his toes for a nice, almost wake-to-wake toe side jump. He is coming around back again on his heels soon. Touch the water. He's cutting in on his heels for a big one-wake air. He'll be coming around shortly for his wild card. Jake is coming around for his wild card, and he is going to be doing, I don't know what he's going to be trying. He could be trying anything. He's cutting in hard on his heels for a big tantrum approach. Good job, Jake. Solid run. And she'll be coming in on her heels for a big wake-to-wake heel side jump. Awesome air for Kayla. Now she's cutting in on her toes for a huge wake-to-wake jump. Kayla is stepping it up this tournament. Now is cutting for a nice big wake-to-wake indie grab. She just did another big wake-to-wake jump and coming back in on her heels for a big indie grab. Some less cards are in the store. Kayla's come around for her second pass. She just did a huge toe side wake-to-wake jump, and now she's cutting in on her heels for another big heel side wake-to-wake jump, and she did an indie grab. Now she's going in switch. Oh, and she just did a nice surface 180 out in the flats. Another big one-wake air from Kayla, and a huge heel side wake-to-wake jump, landing in the flats. And another toe side wake-to-wake. Okay, so Gordon is up on the water for his first pass. He is cutting out on his toes pretty hard, so he's going to be coming back in hard on his heels for a huge one-wake air. He is carving around and touching the water with his butt. Did a butt slide, waved to the ladies Ladies wave back, and now he is cutting in on his toes for a nice wake cross. Sometimes it is difficult to cross the wake when it is washing over because the bubbles kind of trap you in there, but Gordon does it perfectly. He is coming in back on his heels for a big one-wake air. And he'll be whipping around shortly for a second pass. Looks like he did another butt slide out in the flats. And that pass cutting in hard on his heels for another big one-wake air. He is out in the flats right now doing some butt slides, touching the water, anything he can to start racking up those points. Now Gordon is coming in on his toes for a big one-wake toe side air. Looks like he's coming back over here on his heels, waving to Stella, touching his butt to the water, and gonna be coming back in on his toes for a big one-wake air.